Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make slow cooker Olive Garden Copycat recipe chicken and pasta. I am using my 6-quart crock pot for the slow cooker today. This is a really easy dump and go recipe. I am using about 1.5 to 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast, and let me show you how I'm going to prep these. Now, I've learned a new trick, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Just grab you a fork. I'm going to stab my chicken breast all through it. Now, this is supposed to help get that moisture into the chicken, make it really tender, and get all those delicious flavors inside of that chicken. All right, we're going to try that. Now we're going to spray the inside of our crock pot with some non-stick cooking spray. Now I'm just using this avocado oil. We're going to place our chicken in, and we want it in a single layer. Now I'm using 3 large chicken breasts. Now this ingredient is not in my recipe that I have on my recipe blog at catherinesplates.com, but I'm going to add just a medium onion, dice it up really small, and add that to it. That's what's great about a recipe, is you can change it as you go along, add different flavors to it, add different ingredients to it. All right, I'm just peeling off both the ends and the outer layer of the onion. Just cut it in half, and like I always say, follow the lines. And then turn it around, slice through the lines, and then you got your dices. Now on a bigger part of the onion, you can just kind of slice through it. About 3/4 of the way through, 2 times. And then you can follow your lines. Turn it 1/4 of the way, run your knife through. I'm going to sprinkle this all on top of the chicken. First, we're going to salt and pepper our chicken. That's the salt, and then we'll go in with some pepper. There we go. Now we'll go back to our onion and sprinkle that on top. Now you don't have to do this step. On the original video that I did, I didn't do the onion. I want to try it with the onion this time. It'll be all nice and softened down and barely there, but it's another layer of flavor. Let's start adding some good stuff. I've got Olive Garden signature Italian dressing, and now this is a creamy dressing. We're going to add 16 ounces. Smells delicious. All right, we're going to pour this all over our chicken. Make sure your chicken's all submerged. We're going to bring the cream cheese out, 1 block, 8 ounces. Now what I'm going to do is cut it into cubes. I'm going to add this to the top of the chicken. This cream cheese will mellow out that Italian creamy dressing. Now we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. Now we love the Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. It's shredded. We're going to add 1/4 cup. We're going to sprinkle that right across the top. Another dose of cracked black pepper right across the top. And some salt, just a little bit. Okay, what we're going to do now is place the lid on. We're going to cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours or on high about 4 to 6 hours. It all depends on the thickness of your chicken. Just make sure you take a fork to it, twist it, and it should be very tender by the fork. All right, I'm going to be back because we still got that pasta to do. Now I'm checking my chicken and I know it's tender. Already went in with a fork. I'm just going to take my meat masher, break up my chicken, kind of want it in bite-sized pieces. What I'm going to do is put the lid back on after I get it all kind of chopped up. Let it sit on warm while we make our pasta. In a large pot, I'm going to put 8 cups of water. To that, I'm going to add 5 teaspoons of better than bouillon. We just want to flavor up the water. 5, we're going to whisk this in, bring it to a boil. You can just use water. You don't have to add any broth or bouillon to it. But it flavors the pasta. All right, I always put a lid on to bring it to a boil faster. I'm going to add in 16 ounces of penne pasta. We're going to stir that around, and then we're going to cook it per the directions on the back of the package, which is 11 to 12 minutes. I'm going to stir it for about 30 seconds to kind of get it going, and that way it's not sticking to itself. We're going to go ahead now and start adding our drained pasta into the crock pot with that chicken and delicious sauce. There we go. I'm going to add in a ton of Parmesan cheese, about half a cup. We're going to go right across the top. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of parsley, 1 and 2. I'm going to go in with some cracked black pepper. Let's mix this all together. Now that pasta is going to absorb a lot of that liquid that's in there, and the cheese is going to make it nice and creamy. All right, we're going to bowl that up and give it a try. That is very delicious. I love that tanginess from that dressing, that cream cheese and the Parmesan just kind of meld into it, make it nice and smooth. That's delicious. Olive Garden creamy chicken and pasta copycat recipe. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification. That way you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. Now this was a slow cooker recipe. I'll see y'all on the next episode.